Good morning, Corinne, and welcome to to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Goodness gracious. Oh my mustache has just been licked into my mouth. How awful. Much better. Much better. I'm really sorry about not posting on Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. I don't have any good excuses. All of the excuses I have, I could have worked around, but I didn't. And so I'm sorry. I know how annoying it can be to have one person just clogging up your feed with all of their videos at once. Like the Smithsonian channel does that. So I'm sorry about that. Hope we can work through it. As it looks even bigger on the screen. Mercy me! So I'd like to come back to the topic of Samsara. I'm not going to talk about the movie yet. I'll wait probably another maybe half week to give you guys plenty of time to watch Samsara. But I am going to talk a little bit about the word itself. Samsara is the cycle we often talk about in terms of reincarnation. We often use that word to describe this phenomenon. I like to think of the difference between reincarnation and samsara as reincarnation is the recycling of one into another, whereas samsara is simply the constant process that life is going through of reliving, of continuous cyclical motion, if that makes any sense. Samsara doesn't just happen on a personal level like reincarnation. Reincarnation is kind of like meant to be the personal version, the personal spiritual version of it. But samsara happens on a global, on a universal, on a atomic level. That's the principle behind it. It happens in every possible level. Plays a role in samsara, whereas in reincarnation, not everything has a soul, not everything is reincarnated. And but it's interesting when you talk to people. This is one way to sound a little like be the smart guy in in a circle of people having a conversation. So remember that samsara and the concept of this cycle, this cycle, this life, death, and rebirth cycle. Here's something that I think is important to remember, and that is where this philosophy comes from and just how old it is. It's one of the oldest traditions of any religion ever. It's like one of the oldest religious beliefs there is on earth, which is interesting because people will mention that it's a Buddhist thing, because the truth of the matter is it's not an exclusively Buddhist philosophy. In fact, Buddhism was born out of Hinduism, sort of similarly to the way Christianity was born out of Judaism. Oh, my eye is tearing up. Am I that remorseful? I didn't know it. I don't think I'm that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not that remorseful, am I? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Warning, I am not an expert in anything. More on that next week. Bye.